comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler.
And I'm MD Shady.
And in today's video,
we are doing 2021 New York Comic Con predictions.
But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys,
let's check it out.
So like we said, today's video is a video on New York Comic Con predictions for 2021. We are over and done with FunCon 2021, and of course the next big convention on the road for 2021 is New York Comic Con, which usually is the last big convention of the year, and we're excited to make our own predictions for this con. So for this video today, we're gonna kind of divide this predictions list into different sections. Example, ad icons, television, movies, kind of like what I did for the San Diego Comic-Con, or it ended up becoming FunCon predictions. And this time it is both MD and myself, and we're gonna kind of do like a little fan interaction where at the end of the video, you guys will be able to comment either hashtag PickDK or hashtag PickMD on what predictions you liked better. But without further ado, let's kick off with the first set of predictions for ad icons. I actually totally forgot to mention during the intro that for this predictions list, each of us will do at least one Funko Pop or one Funko Soda prediction, or we would do one Funko Pop and one Funko Soda prediction. So let's move on to the first category of ad icons. So kicking off with the ad icons, I had listed down Officer McNugget for the McDonald's lineup. Now, one reason that I added this is because, first of all, it's McDonald's. There most likely would be a Comic-Con exclusive ever since basically New York Comic-Con of last year. We got Captain Crook, we got the banned McNugget for FunCon this year, and then now I feel like it definitely makes sense to do Officer McNugget. I don't know the likeliness of Mac Tonight, which is a huge wish list of what they should do with the McDonald's line, but another reason why is based off of the Officer Freddy Funko that they did for New York Comic Con 2 years ago, because of the fact, like, if you watch movies and TV shows, a lot of time the police departments are NYPD and it's in New York, so it makes sense to do that. Plus, it's actually a thing. You look at the list of the McNuggets, there is obviously the Scuba, there is the Rockstar. They have the majority of those. They did the banned McNugget, and there's a couple more left, with one of them being Officer McNugget, and I think they will do it here for New York Comic Con 2021.
The Pop/Pops that I have picked is the Charmin Bears. Now, I don't know if they would do, let's say, just one Charmin Bear, or if they do a 2-pack or even 2 single pops. I think a 2-pack would be the way to go with it. And there's also, what Charmin Bears are they going to do? Because there's kind of different ones. There's the kind of brown bears, there's the blue bears, and there's the red bears. And honestly, I don't care which ones they do. I just want to see some Charmin Bears. And for the soda, I have Mr. Peanut. That would be a cool one to do from, obviously, Planters Peanuts. I think that would turn out very well as a soda. We've seen the pops and those look nice. I don't see why it wouldn't look nice as a soda. And if there had to be a chase with it, I would assume it would either be glow in the dark or probably metallic would be the best thing to pick, in my opinion.
Then for animation, I have here the Gentle Criminal and La Brava 2-pack for My Hero Academia. I think this would be a sweet 2-pack, and it would actually be the very first ever My Hero Academia 2-pack for Funko Pops. And I know what you're thinking, DK, there's already one in development, which I'm talking brand new characters, not already existing characters slapped into a 2-pack like they've been doing with a bunch of multi-packs the last few months now. The Gentle Criminal and La Brava you guys would have seen in Season 4 of My Hero Academia, and instead of separating these villains like they would do for New York Comic Con, where that's usually what they do, is either have 1 or 2 villains for My Hero Academia, instead of making them 2 separate pops and putting them into different retailers, these 2 are always together, so it makes sense to be a 2-pack.
I have picked the Phantom Virus from Scooby-Doo. I think it was called Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. I remember this movie. This was one of my favorite movies as a kid, of Scooby-Doo at least, and I liked this villain. He was really cool, and of course this would be a glow-in-the-dark pop, because why wouldn't it be? He's kind of just all electricity. Glow in the dark makes the most sense. And then for the soda for animation, I picked Sasuke from Naruto. I think that that's kind of a fan favorite character, and we've already seen a Naruto soda, so why not have Sasuke to go along with it?
The Disney lineup, in which for this is probably the most predictable one of them all, which I have here Goofy for the Three Musketeers lineup. Now, for WonderCon, we had gotten Donald Duck. For FunCon, we had gotten Mickey Mouse, which makes it predictable that we will be getting Goofy as the last Three Musketeers for this set of pops, and it wouldn't be a surprise if it came to New York Comic Con this year. And I also have listed here a Funko soda for this category, which I have here Kevin from Up. I think it definitely makes sense because a lot of times Kevin has been Comic-Con exclusives, especially when you've had the Pop Town with the Kevin in the House, and then you had the Alien as Kevin for the Alien Remix lineup for San Diego Comic-Con last year. It definitely makes sense that they could definitely do Kevin as a Comic-Con exclusive Funko soda, and more specifically, I have this limited as 10,000 pieces, and it would have a flocked chase.
The pop that I've picked is Fritz from Monsters at Work. I like this character design. I think he's really cool. He's kind of a pretty big, kind of chubby looking dude with one eye and that kind of trunk that he has. I think it would end up being a cool looking pop in general. And then the soda that I picked, this is kind of tough because there's a lot of Disney characters. What would they do? I don't know, but I think that Baloo would turn out to be a very cool soda, obviously from the Jungle Book, and I guess the chase version he would have to be flocked.
Up next is the games lineup, which if you've watched these predictions videos before, you pretty much know already where I'm going to go with for the games lineup because it's always so predictable that we get this, and that is for the Pokemon lineup. I think because we had gotten 2 starter Pokemons for FunCon instead of the usual starter and then a Pokemon from the most recent lineup, I think it's going to be 2 pops from the most recent lineup, a Diamond Collection Raichu pop. Now, I think for right now, they are basically in that lineup of pops where there's the possibility of they've already done Pikachu as a Diamond Collection pop, and Raichu is a part of essentially that evolution of Pokemon, and essentially I wouldn't be surprised if they made Raichu because it is the evolution of Pikachu. They've already done Diamond Collection pops of Evolutions, which is the wave before the wave I'm currently talking about, which has Mew, Raichu, the Silver Metallic Pikachu.
There is one pop here that I think is very kind of predictable for games, and I chose it, unfortunately, even though it's not a pop I would generally like to see, and that would be Diamond Collection Charizard from the Pokemon lineup. I mean, we've been seeing Diamond Collection pops, especially for cons, and now we're getting the Charizard, so why not have a Diamond Collection Charizard? I think it just makes a lot of sense. And then the soda I picked, I knew that I was going to be picking a Sonic the Hedgehog soda, and we've already seen Sonic. I don't think they would do like a Super Sonic, so the one that I picked was Dr. Eggman to go along with the Sonic. I debated with Tails, but I think Eggman would be really cool and it'd be a nice tall looking soda can, and I don't know exactly what the chase would be, so maybe it could be one of those one of those sodas that's just a single soda limited to a certain piece count.
Up next is the Heroes lineup, which I have a pop for the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, and it is Steppenwolf. Now, they had originally made a set of Justice League pops for the original one that nobody really liked, but now they've been making pops for the Zack Snyder's Justice League, and people have been wondering, where is Steppenwolf and his new design that they made for that movie? And I think the reason they didn't do it yet is because they were saving it for a Comic-Con exclusive. And especially because those pops are starting to hit up stores now, it makes sense that if this becomes a Comic-Con exclusive, maybe shared to like a Target or a Hot Topic. And then I have a Funko soda listed here for the Heroes lineup, and it is Cyborg. Now, I have this listed as 12,000 pieces, and I think there's going to be 2 specifications with this soda. I think it's going to be both metallic and glow in the dark, where you make the one eye glow in the dark. I think that'd be great.
This was kind of tough for me because I am a fan of some DC stuff, but a lot of the times, like, I just don't pay a lot of attention to DC. But there was a character that I believe does have a pop. If he doesn't, then I'm just mistaken, but I believe he has had a pop a while back. But I would like to see a new version of this pop, obviously, because molds obviously get better and I think it would look great, and that is Doomsday. Doomsday is an awesome character from Superman, and man, I think it would be cool. Maybe even it being a 6-inch would be super cool. And then the soda, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of DC sodas recently, so it could be just about anybody from DC, but I picked Cyborg because I think that'd be cool, and it would have to be Metallic Chase.
Now we are on the Marvel lineup, which I have a pop for What If, and it is the zombie Captain America. Now, reason I chose this character specifically is because you've seen in the trailer already before the series had came out that we were going to get at some point a zombie Captain America. They already do the Marvel Zombies lineup, but I think this time they'll make it because people have been asking about the zombie Captain America, except I think it will be in a What If box and be a part of that lineup instead of the Marvel Zombies lineup.
I'm kind of assuming we'll probably see a What If pop for the con exclusive, and I haven't seen any of it yet, so I went with Spidey because I did see him on the poster, and I think he does look cool. Spidey being Spider-Man, I should have specified, but I'm sure you guys all realize that. He kind of has this cool cape from what I'm seeing, and I think it would just turn out to be a pretty cool pop. And then the soda that I picked, the Thing, and the chase would be his disguise. I think that would be a super cool chase because it's like taking a figure that's already pretty cool and then adding stuff to him, so you just really feel like you get a lot of values with that chase. I would love it if this were to happen.
Now to the movies category, I have listed here a 10-inch Starro from the Suicide Squad. Now the reason I put this is basically if you haven't seen the Suicide Squad yet, a little bit of a spoiler, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear the spoiler, but basically Starro is, I guess, really the main villain, I guess, even though it's just a huge starfish. It's basically like right at the end of the movie, and that's basically where all of the Suicide Squad basically battle and basically save the city that they are in, essentially. And I think it makes sense to make it 10-inch because of how huge the character is compared to, let's say, what the people look like. So a 10-inch scale to a 4-inch scale definitely makes sense for this specific character. I have a Funko soda listed for the movies lineup, and it is Roxy Richer from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I think this makes sense because at Emerald City Comic Con earlier this year, we had gotten Matthew Patel and we had gotten Todd Ingram, and so far that is number 1 and 3 for the Evil X's, and they haven't done 2, and they haven't done, of course, 4, which number 4 is Roxy Richer, and I think number 2, which I used already in a previous prediction video, could happen at New York Comic Con, who knows? But I think Roxy Richer would be a cool Funko soda, and I have this limited to 1,500 pieces. Probably would be shared to either the Funko Shop or Hot Topic, and I think for this soda, the chase would be her either with her hood on, or it's maybe her with her hood on, and she has kind of like that belt whip that she has.
I didn't pick a specific character, but I put down Clerks 2. I feel like there's a good chance that we could potentially get some kind of Jay and Silent Bob pops, and I don't really want to get Jay or Silent Bob, but I'd like to see some of the other characters from Clerks 2, and I think that would make sense considering we just seen at FunCon the Moobies mascot, so let's see some more Clerks 2 pops. And then for the soda, I think this would be an awesome idea. There is already a pop of this character with a chase version, so they could do this, but I think it's going to be a little different. Now, I would like to see Nacho Libre as a soda. I think that would be so cool. Common could be his kind of ring gear, and then the chase, instead of being like the masked version like we see with the pop, it would be him in that kind of, I believe he's got like a blue turtleneck with the white pants, I think. I think that would be a really cool chase.
For the Star Wars lineup, I have one pop, and that is Sid from the Bad Batch. Now, of course, as shown in the photo beside me, Sid, of course, is that one like creature who kind of looks like a cross between Jabba the Hutt and Roz from Monsters Inc., who runs kind of like that club, and I think she'd be cool as a Comic-Con exclusive, especially because Funko has not even announced any Bad Batch pops since that wave that was announced, I think, at Funko Fair, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or during like the May the 4th Be With You reveals. But I think it'd be cool as a Comic-Con exclusive to have Sid, and I wouldn't make this a limited piece. This probably would be a Target shared exclusive.
For Star Wars, I had Ki-Adi-Mundi. We haven't seen a pop of him, and I mean, he's one of the main Jedis, I guess you could say in a sense. He's on the Jedi Council. Such a cool character design, and I don't know how we haven't seen a pop of this character already. He's just awesome, and it just makes sense to do all of the Jedi Council, so Ki-Adi-Mundi would be a sweet pop.
Now for the television lineup, originally I had an Office pop listed, but it's kind of unpredictable to see what we're going to get for the Office, so I went a different route. And for this, I have here Hugo from The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror for a Funko Pop. I definitely think this makes sense because usually, ever since Funko had gotten the license back for The Simpsons, every year they've been doing a wave of normal Simpsons pops, and they've been doing a wave of Treehouse of Horror pops, and this year they never did a wave, and I don't exactly know why. Maybe it's yet to be announced, or it's in the like kind of dirt sheet rumors, but I don't check those, so I don't know about it, which please don't comment those dirt sheet rumors down below. But I think if they were to do one pop this year for the Treehouse of Horror, it has to be Hugo. It's the most requested character, it's such a memorable character, and it's right around the corner from Halloween for New York Comic Con, so I think Hugo would be an excellent Comic-Con exclusive pop.
I have the first ever pop rides for this kind of predictions list, and I don't know, this might be a long shot, but I'd like to see a pop rides of Fonzie from Happy Days on his motorcycle. I think that'd be really cool, and maybe instead of a pop rides, you could have Fonzie with the jukebox, and it would be more of a deluxe pop. And then for the soda, I have written down Steve Harrington. We've never seen any Stranger Things sodas, and I think it would be a great place to start with Steve. And obviously the chase would most likely be a Bloody Mary, because why not?
For the miscellaneous category, I have here a Funko soda, and I went down the usual route of Masters of the Universe, but this time I went with Evelyn. I think with the last couple of Comic-Cons, they've been doing like really familiar common characters that you think would be commons, like they did Prince Adam for FunCon, they did Man-at-Arms for Emerald City Comic-Con, so Evelyn being one of the main villains, and since they've already done a couple of Skeletors already, Evelyn's kind of the next in line for one of the top villains, and I think for the common, it would just be her with her purple outfit, and then I think the Chase variant would be a different colorway. It would be the Funko Pop that they're actually either just releasing or is yet to release for the upcoming Masters of the Universe Pop lineup, where it's blue and she has the yellow skin. I think that'd be a cool chase for this Funko Soda figure. And I think for this Funko Soda, I think it would probably be limited to 7,500 pieces, just like pretty much the rest of the Masters of the Universe figures, besides, actually now as I realize, Prince Adam was 18,000 and Webster was 5,000, but it's going to be lower than 10,000, I can say that.
And last but not least, we have the miscellaneous category, where it could be a bunch of things. I was debating on doing, for the pop, doing a retro toys, but that was kind of hard to think of because they've been really pumping them out and I've been loving it. So instead I went with a Rocks pop, and I had to go with Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think that'd be really cool, and I think there'd be room to have a Chase version in there, but I don't know if they'd make a con pop have a Chase version as well. And then for the soda, I did go with Retro Toys. What is his name? Cavity Sam from Operation, I believe that's his name. I think that'd be a really cool soda. I think it would work out well. And the Chase version, I didn't really think of that. Maybe you could do glow in the dark, where his nose glows in the dark. That'd be kind of cool, but that would also be kind of just a slight change with the Chase. So there's a lot of things you probably could do for it. So if Funko did do that, I would like to see what they'd make the Chase of.
But anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of today's prediction video. If you enjoyed today's prediction video, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below either hashtag PickDK or PickMD for what your favorite predictions were for this video. And like we said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.
Peace in. Peace out.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.